Hello fellow collectors, and welcome to my review of NECA's Battle Damaged Gipsy Danger from Pacific Rim Series 2. This is the first variant that NECA has released in the Pacific Rim line, so let's take a look at whether or not this variant has what it takes to enter into your collection. The Battle Damaged Gipsy Danger is basically a reuse of the mold from the Series 1 Gipsy Danger with a few modifications. And to point that out, I have the Series 1 Gipsy Danger here to make a comparison. First, this collar thing behind Gipsy Danger's head is smaller on the Battle Damage version. As you can see, the forearm area is different on the Battle Damage Gipsy Danger. It seems to be extended more so. In comparison, the hands seem to go out a bit farther on the Battle Damage Gipsy Danger, as in, it looks like the ball joint gives it a little bit more length to it. And also these, I'm not sure what you would call it, but this little flap here on the legs for Gipsy Danger, whoa, that's out of focus. These are smaller on the Battle Damage, and it's not at such an intense angle. There's a curve for the Battle Damage. So the sculpt is basically the same, but there are some changes. Now, the biggest change of them all, compared to Series 1 Gipsy Danger, the paint. Ooh, yeah, lots of silver, lots of black wash, darker blue. The core here is a more orangish color. It's an orange color. The visor on Gipsy Danger on mine looks like a humongous improvement over the one from Series 1, which had some paint clump in it. So not much to complain about. Now, the issues with the paint and the technicalities for the sculpt. This Gipsy Danger is actually inaccurate. To go along with the accessories that Gipsy Danger has, this Gipsy Danger should have a retooled chest area to reflect the damage from knife head, and that should not be a 34. It should be a 5. Inconsistencies, but considering it was probably cheap on their end to do so, not too big of a deal. Now, there's an issue with the paint on this Gipsy Danger. I don't know if this is limited to mine, or maybe it's to all of them. But let's take a little focus here on my finger. Yes, this is a bit odd. You'll see. There's no black marks. Everything's fine. It's relatively clean. Now, this is going to be a little bit of an extreme example, but I'm just going to rub my finger over some of the areas on Gipsy Danger. I'm not really scratching at it. I'm just rubbing it. And this is just to give an example of what it would look like. Yeah, the paint, it seems like Gipsy Danger is actually dirty. And he kind of feels that way, and to be honest, a few hours after taking him out of the package, kind of smells that way too. Interesting. So overall, the sculpt and paint on the Battle Damage Gipsy Danger, it's a retool from Series 1, and it definitely does look battle damaged. It's unfortunate there isn't, say, an alternate arm extra, like, say, a stump for one of the arms to really show battle damage, or maybe a missing leg effect part or something, but it's okay for a variant. So there was some changes to the sculpt to the Battle Damage Gipsy Danger. How much did the articulation change? Well, for starters, it didn't fall over the second I hit record. Yay. Okay, so the head. As usual, from the original Gipsy Danger, except for on mine, it's super tight. His head, oh, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was bad. Okay. Yeah. Head is on a ball joint. And mine is very, very tight. I'm trying to really... not trying to force it. That's what I meant to say. But you can get the head to also kind of look down too. Though it doesn't seem like it really wants to do that. Shoulders are still on that same ball joint with next to no range. The elbows. Since this part of the arm, the forearm, is a new piece, can go bend pretty well. Not too much an improvement over Series 1 Gipsy, but decent enough. Hands are on a ball joint. Torso has that same extreme backwards bend and a little bit better forward bend, it seems, on mine for the ball joint. The legs, still, despite this being a little different, kind of limited, but they are on that swivel hinge connector at the hip. The knees are on hinges. The feet are attached on a ball joint, and there is this hinge for the back part of the foot. So, needless to say, the articulation seems to be about the same with some slight, tiny changes to the degrees in terms of the range of movement. Not a huge improvement, but everything feels a little bit tighter on this Gipsy. Admittedly, this one, despite it, kind of doing that a few times, just random fallback, it doesn't seem like this one is going to shelf dive in the middle of the night. Nice butt shot for you there. So, overall, the articulation on the Battle Damage Gipsy Danger, it kind of works. So, this is the first Pacific Rim figure from NECA to come with an accessory. And what could that be? You get 2 chainswords. There's a little tab here. And my lighting won't show this too well, but there is a little hole. You might be able to see it if I work. And you can see it a little bit. You can see a little bit. Right here on the inside, underneath this little lip here. There's a little hole. You insert the tab for the chainsword. Move the hand out of the way. And there we go. Gipsy Danger has a chainsword. And yeah, likes to fall out. And the paint is kind of hit or miss on the chainsword. Some spots have silver, some don't, as you can see. Gipsy Danger comes with 2 of them, but I got the short end of the stick, and somehow there's tape that holds these in place in the package, and it got caught on the tape, the other chainsword, and when I went to go pull the tape off, yeah, it snapped. Yeah, I don't want to show it. So, the accessories that the Battle Damage Gipsy Danger comes with, they're pretty cool. Chainsword, but really it's just an added gimmick to help say, ooh, there's another reason to buy Gipsy Danger. You can take it or leave it. I like to display it with it because it actually gives it a little bit of a difference compared to the Series 1 Gipsy Danger. So, it adds to the display value, alright. So, as you could see before in the previous segment, the Battle Damage Gipsy Danger is just as tall as Gipsy Danger. So, let's just get right to the chase and bring in some monsters. Here is the Monster Arts Godzilla, a stand-in for a 6-inch Godzilla. it doesn't work out too well. Here is a rather large Godzilla monster. Destoroyah. Looks like it'll give Gipsy Danger a challenge. So, let's work in some Pacific Rim Kaiju here. Knifehead. The reason why Gipsy Danger gets those chain swords. Due to repairs. And Knifehead small. And since I do not have this in my Series 1 Gipsy Danger review, here's a nice look at how Gipsy Danger stacks up to Leatherback. Throws Gipsy Danger 500, 600 meters. Pretty cool. So there are other Jaegers that have been released. Take a look at them. Here is Crimson Typhoon. Crimson Typhoon is kind of squatting, so you get an idea. Works out pretty well. And then the other Jaeger in Series 2, Striker Eureka. Yeah, works out pretty nicely. And then just a final piece here, in case you want to stack it up with a Mecha Godzilla of some sort. Here is a reference for the Monster Articulation. Again, small, but it's to be expected. Gipsy Danger is about 7 inches tall. So, you have a few references in case you want to add Gipsy Danger into your collection and just get an idea for how big he is. Doesn't take up too much room. You don't have to worry about him falling over. So, the final verdict on the battle damaged Gipsy Danger. Get it, pass it, get it used for cheap. Well, I got it new. And to be honest, I wasn't that big of a fan of Series 1 Gipsy. Gotta say, I like the battle damage one a bit more. The paint, as I showed you, is a little transferable. So you're going to want to keep them away from other figures. But this one, I have no worries about it taking a shelf dive in the middle of the night. It actually comes with an accessory or two. Unfortunately, mine broke, as I said. And it's nice to do before and after shots if you like taking photo shoots with the two different Gipsy Dangers. But all in all, it's Gipsy Danger with a new coat of paint. A very worse coat of paint, considering it looks like it got destroyed. So, can I recommend it? Only to fans of Gipsy Danger. And those that like what we got in Series 1, because really, it's more of that. So, who knows? I hope we get another variant of Gipsy Danger down the line with better articulation, but I think for battle damage, it's kind of weak. I would have to say this would be more severely weathered. I would have liked to have seen maybe a hunk of a missing leg, maybe an arm, interchangeable parts, physical battle damage instead of just cosmetic paint. But who knows? Maybe we'll get something like that down the line. But for now, if you need to get a new Gipsy, go ahead with this one. Tighter joints. Overall, it's a slight step up from the Series 1 Gipsy Danger.